know why my laptop's not.
Yay! I did it right that time! Yay! I always get everything
Whoop,
backwards and
whoop.
then I do it and then
Hello.
I'm not even live. Hello, everybody. Let me put this on the comments.
Hello.
Welcome
We will
to
introduce
see
everybody here
vlog.
in just a second. Let me say hi to Dobby Socks
Hi,
and Brother
Dobby.
Louie's
Hello.
in.
Hey,
All
Dad.
righty.
Hello.
Hey, Brother
Okay.
Lou.
So today, first of all, hello everybody. I'm Mystical Love and Light, as everybody knows. And on the panel, we have my co-host Drew from Drew's Abandoned Paranormal Vlog and Ghost Squad Scotland. And it's broomsticks and pentagrams, right? Because sometimes I say it
Yes.
backwards. Okay, because
Yeah,
this
not
one will
broomsticks
say.
and pentagrams.
Okay, then we have our guest, which is Sherry from PWI Paranormal World Investigations. And then we have two special guests. So, one of our special guests is Curtis from CDSP Ghost Chasers. Don't ask me what CDSP stands for. I'll get it wrong. You can ask him in the comments and he can
I'll
answer.
explain that to you a little bit later in the show.
There you
But
go. And then the second guest we have is Mellie. Mellie, is that your nickname, or do you just?
Yes. Yes, but I changed it to Spirit Seeker so that'll come up instead.
Okay, so cool. And I was gonna say from Spirit Seekers, and you've got it there. So that's great. Okay, so before we get started, we'll have everybody kind of in that order tell about themselves in case we have somebody coming on you later. Oh, Iron is in the house. Hey, Iron. So
Welcome.
we'll start with Drew introducing herself and then just kind of go on down the line.
Hello, everybody. My name is Drew, also Andrina. I am Drew's Abandoned Paranormal Vlog Scotland, and I also am part of Ghost Squad Scotland. So I'm just a paranormal investigator.
Drew froze up.
Uh-oh.
oh dear.
My broomsticks and pentagrams channel. It's about my witchcraft stuff. So yeah, just check me out. Thank you.
I am
That's me.
Sherry, also known as Willow. I am from PWI Spiritual Investigators, also known as Paranormal World Investigators. I am a investigator of all things strange, like Sister Drew and mystical. I am also a witch, and welcome to the show.
Yep.
Mel, are you going ladies
Oh,
first?
okay. Um, I just started Spirit Seekers. My dad has inspired me because he's starting to do it, so I figured I'll get out there and do what I need to do. We're also pairing up
Brilliant.
together as well, so.
Oh, cool.
Good, good.
Great.
I'm Curtis Schweiger, and I've been writing. I'm an author and songwriter, and I'm working with Mel and Spirit Seekers lately. The last few weeks, we've been doing some investigations, and I'm glad to be here in Mystical Love and Light with these guys, and can't wait to get the conversation started. And love it. I got something to plug tonight, you guys.
Oh, good.
If you guys don't
Uh,
mind,
go for it.
Sure.
should I plug it right now?
Sure.
My new book, guys, is out.
Ooh.
About 70
All right.
pages.
Oh, good. So what's
And it,
this
go,
one
Awesome.
called?
and it goes all the way back to the when I first started, how it all began. And what I'm doing now and what I did back then and what I'm doing with Spirit Seekers, and it's it's pretty cool. I like it. It's interesting. I want to do more. Like I said, I'm still working on that Ghost Kids book. Maybe Mel could
All
help me with that.
right.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Curtis, did you get Amazon to publish that, or how did you get it published?
I'm working through Drafted Digital, and it's been published all over the place, Barnes and Noble and everywhere. Walmart selling it, but it's through Draft.
Really?
Uh, yeah, yeah, it's all over the place. But I've been trying. Mellie is a writer herself. She writes poetry and an artist. She draws. I've been wanting to see if she could get me draw my a logo for me, but she's been so
Okay.
busy. She, yeah, she's very busy woman though. So
Yeah,
Wow.
amazing. Melody had actually sent me a little video the other day, and it was a spirit that I was talking to you in the clan group about it, where she had actually caught a spirit. Would you like to explain to them, Melody, who you were and what you caught?
Yeah.
The one you sent me.
Yeah. I went to the Lindenwald house. I snuck in there. And me and John, my significant other, we were walking through, and I was live, so I was panning around to check things out, and filming. And I didn't realize that the spirit was there until later on when I checked the video, and that's when I caught it. It was a big like a black figure of a human standing in the door, and when I panned to the left to leave the room, it moved back into the room.
Yeah, you see it clear as day.
Mhm.
It's a good capture. Yeah.
Yeah, Drew told me about the video, but I hadn't had a chance to look at it yet. I've been so busy lately on harvesting all of the stuff and doing all of the garden and dehydrating and stuff, and I've missed so many videos. So that when
That's
this is
okay
all
because you're
over with, I
yeah,
gotta
this is
backtrack.
busy time. That's okay because we'll have plenty of time to watch them when it's cold nights.
excuse me, guys.
Don't worry. It's okay.
But no, I saw the video. It is pretty cool. That place is old too. It goes all the way back to the 17th century. Melody knows more history on it, but she was telling me about it. I was watching the video, and it looks like I don't know. I think it's something from the 17th century, like coming back through. I'm not sure. I could be wrong, but it's pretty cool catch, though.
Yeah.
It's as if
Yeah.
they were, yeah, it's definitely a good capture. I watched it. I meant to actually comment on the messenger chat as well as the video to tell you I had watched it. It definitely, you can see the spirit. It's as if it's watching you, and then as you turn around, it goes away back in.
Mhm.
So where is
That's what I
that place?
saw.
Was that a hospital or was it a home?
It was quite a few things. Recently, it was an inn, and it burned down. But they've had a lot of people die in it in the past. It was for orphans. It was for Civil War widows, and it was also an old folks' home at one time.
All right. So it's got all the
Wow.
mixture there then.
Yes.
Do you go by yourself or do you have a team?
I usually go with my daughter. Just recently, I'm trying to get my boyfriend into it.
Yeah, quite right.
But is he going with you or?
Sometimes he does. Mostly, it's my daughter and me.
Oh, okay. I
Good.
didn't
Yeah,
know
we
if he went like with you all the time or if he was like my husband and sometimes stayed out in the van. But now he's starting to go in more. But I didn't know
Yeah.
how he was.
I want to do some more with my dad as well. We want to keep going with this.
Yeah, you should definitely.
well, guys,
Yeah.
when we were there is a place towards Owego, New York. When we went to Devil's Elbow, it's called.
Yep.
Melody, what did we see there, man? I mean, we seen eyes looking out from behind a tree.
Yep.
I seen a figure. It looked just like a female figure, and I'm not kidding you. It's what I saw. But the weirdest thing about it is it didn't catch it on the camera. Just very little bit. It's caught the eyes though, blinking by the tree.
Yep.
But
I've seen that too.
it's a very strange place, isn't it, Mel?
Yep, it is. And then my sensor light that I had there went off like 3 times.
Yeah.
And then later on, when I was going through the little tape recorder, I heard a knock on it, like somebody had knocked on it.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Yep.
Good one. That's
Yeah.
good evidence.
We just
It's
had
all these little
incidents.
things that make you want to keep going out, isn't it? You catch a little bit one day and then you catch a little bit the next and you're just that sure you're hooked.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Definitely.
Mystical, what were you going to say?
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say we just went on one Sunday and we caught a lot of stuff. Now I'm gonna have to tell my team because I have a team that goes with us, and I'm gonna have to tell them to keep their cameras going at all times. They'll
Mm-hmm.
like if it gets slow or something, they'll turn it off or hang it on whatever. And but I want them to start keeping it on at all times because when the time you see something and they turn it on, it's going to be gone. Well,
Yeah.
when we were doing our investigation, and I'll just tell you a little bit because I haven't even reviewed it yet until Thursday. I'm trying to clear up a lot of space on my phone because that's, I do the editing on my phone. And the last time Drew said if you clear up your space, it'll be a lot easier because I was having all kinds of issues. So I got to listen to Drew. So I was facing, all the crew was standing kind of in a line, and I was facing them. Now Lee was on the very end because they were kind of like in not a straight line facing me, but kind of in an angle. And as I was talking, or we were talking, a spirit came, just a long spirit. It wasn't like a shadow figure, like a long, just straight. It was like a long one, and it started on one end and come all the way in back of them. And I said, "There's a spirit behind y'all." And when I said that, since Lee was on the end, he was able just to turn like that and he saw it. But the other ones had to like turn their whole body around to look behind them. And they missed
Mm-hmm.
it. And I was like, oh man. And then it came across the spirit talker and it said, I need to rest or let me rest or something like that. When it said that, right afterwards, Tina, the one that runs our SLS camera, she looked down and the stone that was right in front of us on the top, not facing us, but on the top of the stone, it said rest. And we were like,
There you
oh
go.
my God. Yeah, so we saw that. And then the thing went off and said, let me rest. And she looked down and it says rest right there. And we were like, okay, we'll let
Wow.
you rest. We're moving on. So we went on to the
Yeah.
next spot. But had they been running the camera, maybe, with the two cameras, maybe they would have caught it, So that's one thing that I got
Yeah.
to make sure that I tell them just keep it on. I'll edit out all the slow parts, nothing happening. But, they don't really
Because you just
understand that.
don't know. Uh-huh.
Yeah, they don't
You
understand
just
that
don't know.
that's when things show up when you don't
Yeah.
have the camera running.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's when it
Definitely.
happens.
Uh-huh. So has anything like that happened to y'all and you didn't have your camera on and you're like, oh shoot.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, all quite a bit actually. Or I ran out of
I've
power.
lost a lot of footage
Hey PPR.
because they don't want it to be seen.
Have
Welcome
you
in,
guys
Yeah.
everybody.
have you guys ever been on investigation and everything just go your power just go out, boom?
Yes,
Oh
yes,
yeah.
I've had that a few
Yeah.
times. Yeah, down at Brookwood they do it quite a lot.
Yeah.
If the
Yeah.
Oh.
spirits of Brookwood do not want you to communicate or to be shown, or if they want to communicate but they don't want the footage or that to be shown, they'll make sure that it's not shown. Believe me.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
watch the bars, on my equipment. The bars just erase. You can see them just going ding, 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 right down. The power's going, and that's it. You're done filming. You got to go home and charge. Even take a
Yeah,
new
that's why I
battery.
used to take batteries with me. In the earlier days, about 3, 4 years ago, I would say before lockdown, I would just keep some of my batteries in my bag and I would bring them
Mhm.
out to save them for
Hope. Yeah.
draining my batteries. I would put
Hope
some
went
out.
through 5 batteries, an hour and a half. 5 batteries she went through on that camera. Yeah.
Wow.
Sherry, Sherry, how many batteries do you normally get yours drained out? I know most of us all do.
Well, I have like normal batteries and stuff, apart from like in the camera thing, but they go through them an awful lot, especially if there's a lot of energy. You really can't calculate how many batteries because it really depends on the energy. So
Yeah.
quite a lot, quite a lot. And I've had it where I've lost EVPs and stuff like that as well, like Class A
Yeah.
EVPs, and they've just vanished, same as the
Yeah.
pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
That's
you,
why you have to start taking crystals and things, I believe,
Yeah,
because the spirits are going to get their energy from somewhere. So if you take
Mm-hmm.
spirits, if you take crystals with you, maybe even take an oil that the spirits can get an actual energy out of, or herbs, then take that to save them for draining your batteries.
yeah.
You know.
What
What
about you,
kind of
spirit
oils do
seekers?
you use?
Oh, I've
What
got
was
my own
that?
protection oils and different things. I've got an actual blend that I takes with me sometimes with us, and I'll give it to the gatekeeper. To the
Okay.
last time Christopher and I went to the Les Mexico cemetery, I gave the gatekeeper of the cemetery some change. I do believe it was some herb blend as well, a herb blend, and I gave him some oils, and we get great communication that day.
Okay.
Yes, good
Yeah.
to do that. I don't find
Mm-hmm.
my batteries drain as much anymore since the like taking like what sister said, like the crystals and stuff out. I normally just do
Yeah.
like a little love herb thing I'll do for them. Like just a little love, just to show my
Yeah.
love, and maybe put a bit of like blessing oil in there so they're blessed and so they're okay, and then,
And
they're fine.
yeah.
Welcome everybody.
Yeah, and I see
Yeah.
PPR says the same thing. He says, PPR says, I keep phone and lights plugged in the whole time. So that's what I need to start getting my team to do, and not to be turning the camera off. But we
Well,
had a lot
Yeah,
of a
keep them
lot of
all
spirits
open.
show up, on the SLS, and I haven't seen it. And Lee was telling me he was interacting with one of the spirits that
Ooh,
Tina, I know, and for all people, Lee, right?
wow.
And the
That's why I was
Tina
like that.
had, yeah,
Yeah.
Tina
Really?
had the SLS, and there was a spirit there. So Lee went and stepped in, and what he was telling me, and I could get this a little bit wrong, but I've got to watch the video myself because I haven't got to see it myself. And Tina was telling him that there's a spirit there, like wanting to shake his hand or something, and he put his hand out, and the spirit would like shake his hand. And then Tina said it wants to give you a high five. So Lee's like giving a high five. Yeah, and then Lee put his arm around the spirit, and it went down like he didn't
Wow.
want him to hold him. And then so Lee, took his arm back, and then it came
Right.
back up again. So yeah, it was interacting with them on the SLS. I said,
Well done.
please tell me Dean was videotaping it.
Right.
Please tell me. And he's like, yeah, Dean was there. And I said, good, good, because it's like you have to have the
Wow.
camera
Brilliant.
going. Yeah, and I mean, it was a good
Mm.
investigation. There was a baby that was playing with the ball. It was a twin because they were uh, two of the babies.
Oh.
They both had their headstones. So we had put the ball on one, and it just kept going off and kept going off. And Tina said that's a twin because she was reading the stones, and she said it's a
Uh,
twin. And then the spirit talker came over and said twin,
oh,
confirmed that
wow.
it
There
was
you
a
go.
twin. But I asked Coco, no, I asked Tina, do you want to film them? And she said no. She'll film whatever on the SLS to get the spirits, except for the babies. She's not comfortable
Yeah.
putting the babies on there. So I said, just follow
Right.
your gut. If you're not comfortable putting the babies on there, don't put them on there. But it just kept
Yeah.
going off, and when it would stop, I'm like, are you still here with this? Touch the ball and make it go off, and it would make it, touch it, make it go off again.
Oh,
So
that's
we
so
got a
fun.
lot of good stuff. So I'm just hoping it
Yeah.
all came out on video.
Yes, you
yeah,
always have really
Fingers
good
crossed.
places.
Cross everything.
I'd like to see
Yeah, it'll be
that.
okay.
Sis always gets good evidence. Both sisters do.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Curtis?
Oh, I would like to see that
Yeah.
video,
Yeah.
that
Yeah, I'm
investigation.
so hoping that it's on there. And Lee went off first we were still in the van getting all our equipment together, and I said, "Where's Lee?" And I think it was Dean, I'm not sure, said he's over there, and I look and he's way out there with his GoPro, just
Wow.
filming away, all out there by himself. So
Proud of him.
when Sherry did that reading for him at that time, that's when everything switched, and he started going, and of course he said when it was daylight, but no, I think it was, if it'd been night, he'd done it too, because he's like got
Done
his
it as well.
confidence built up. Yeah.
Definitely getting
Yeah.
in there now. I'm proud of him.
Yeah, so what,
Well, that's
both of you, Curtis and I'll just guess say Spirit Seekers, so everybody will get used to the name Spirit Seekers and they can look you up.
Yeah.
Everybody that's watching, make sure you go on, subscribe to all of our channels, and we'd love to have you on as
Please,
subscribers.
please do
Well,
that, please. I need to
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Same
Yeah.
here.
So
And-
what
and
are y'all
And
like?
remember, guys, I want to sell some books if I can,
There you go. Plug that in there every
Yeah,
now
I'll
and then.
definitely put them up
Oh, that's
on my
I'm,
Facebook and things for you.
I'm sorry. I'm bad. I shouldn't have did that.
No. You plug it. No, we don't mind. You plug it in there whenever you want. If we're talking and you pop that up, then we'll just.
That's the
be
second
like,
time I plugged it, though. That's pretty bad. I got to knock that crap off.
No, I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't
Yeah,
mind.
advertising it for you. That's why we're here. We're here to help support each other, to help new people want to get out there, and just help people tell their stories. That's what it's all about. Just help you
Yeah.
get a little bit more followers. Tell
Well,
your story. Tell what
Yeah.
thrives, what makes
Yeah.
you go out.
Well, me and Mel, on some of our investigations that we have been on here lately, we've had some pretty good ones. We have them on video. There's things there, but you have to go through them at least 4, 5, 6 times. And each time I go through them, I seem to find something else. Like when we were going through the Devil's Elbow one,
Mm-hmm.
Mel mentioned something about seeing eyes there before we left. I went back through it. I found the eyes, but then the knocking, Mel found some knocking in her voice recordings, and I seen the figure. I don't know, but the figure did not show up on video, but I seen it plain. Yeah, it was right there. I could see it plain as day.
Mm-hmm.
But when I filmed it, went through the video, it was not there. It was not on my video, and I seen it.
See, you'll
I've seen
find things like that as well. There was a girl that used to go with us to Greyfriars, and when she was in Greyfriars and she took pictures, you could never see the pictures. But see, when you stepped out of Greyfriars Cemetery, that's when the pictures would appear on her phone. And then if she went back into Greyfriars, they would all disappear again. It's crazy, but it's true. Spirits can do amazing things with technology.
Yep.
And another thing, Mel, we should, I don't know if we have, but we should make sure we always take a camera with us.
Yeah.
I think if we would have had a camera and if we flashed up in those woods, well, we did hear screams too, remember, Mel?
Yes, we did.
Oh, wow.
2 female screams coming
Wow.
on the side of the mountain. It was like, wow, man, they were loud screams. You could hear them. And it went from this side of the mountain, like a woman screaming in horror,
Mm-hmm.
on this side,
Wow.
and then it just met her 2 seconds later. She was on this side of the mountain. And
Yep.
It makes me wonder, do you follow that scream? Do you know, as a paranormal investigator, do you follow that scream? Or as a logically thinking person, do you think, wait a minute, that scream's at that side 1 minute, then it's at this side another? Am I being played? So you really have to think, do I want to go any further following?
That's a good
What do you
question.
think yourself? Yeah. I don't know if I would actually follow it.
True.
If I was with somebody, I would.
Isn't there a Devil's Elbow over in Scotland over there?
Yeah, probably, yeah. There's a Devil's Elbow, I think, in most towns.
I just seen it in Scotland. You should know that.
Yeah,
Well, I
there's
know
that
me
many
and
places,
Sherry,
Curtis.
me and Sherry would go for it. Drew
Oh,
would
yeah.
probably hang back and think logical. Oh, maybe
I
not
I would
today.
probably, yeah.
Yeah, Sherry,
don't
would you
know.
go for it?
I would. I would. Like, obviously, I'd go there consciously, but I would not stand there and I wouldn't be able to hear a scream.
I'd probably go as well, yeah.
You go
But
there
I see
consciously.
things, so I would be able to see something before it's coming. You know what I mean? If that don't look good, I'd turn around and go back. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
about you, spirit seekers? Would you go for it, or would you stay behind and just listen? Since it's
Oh,
happened to you already, what'd you do?
I'd go for it.
So
Yeah,
what
go
side
for
do
it.
you go for?
Oh,
What's
yeah.
I'm
if
sure
it's screaming in this side 1 minute and then you hear it there? Where do you go? Do you just keep going forward and hope that you bang into
Yeah.
it in the middle?
It
I
was
guess I would go to the last scream that I heard.
Thank you, Iron.
yeah.
True. Yeah.
So, Iron, put your channel
Thank
up.
you for sharing links.
and what you've got to
Sis.
remember is when you're somewhere that high up and
Thank you,
something,
Iron.
sometimes it can sound like there's more than one voice. Well, that's what you've got to remember as well. It could have echoed, so it sounds like there was two of them going off, but it might have just been the one, and it's
Thank you,
literally
Iron
happened
Firehose.
around.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely. There's that.
Yeah.
Especially if you're in a valley or something, because it can really fool you. The what do you call it? The sound waves and things can really
It
fool
does,
you
yeah.
if you're in a valley.
Remember you guys, I was telling you about this really aggressive female spirit that was at this local graveyard I used to go to.
Yes. Yes,
And
I remember
Yeah.
you saying that.
yeah, well, me and Mel went back over there, and she was using her EMF meter and voice recorder. I was trying to talk to her it's like this big French statue that I think she comes around it and peeks around it and stuff. But we were there. I just asked her, I said, "Were you mad at me when I was here? Did I say something to get you pissed off or mad at me?" And nothing, silence. I didn't hear not one anything. Melody started asking questions, and she started getting the EMF meter was just boom, 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 just to lighten right up there. But she would not answer me.
She may have been really hurt by some male though. It's maybe been something. What was the
Yeah,
statue?
it's just a female statue. It looks French to me, but I don't know if it is or not. I'm not positive, but it looks French, and from the 1700s is quite old. But Melody
Right.
got her talking quite a bit. I mean, with the EMF meter was just a move, but just blinking. But
And
I
then
think
when we went in the middle of the cemetery, I got on video a female voice.
yeah,
Remember that?
yeah, that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my thinking is, know how they usually put up like statues and things for somebody that's either went through a traumatic event or somebody that's done something really noble.
Thank you, Iron.
So maybe there's an energy there that's protective of that person or that statue because they've suffered much like what that lady of the statue stands for. And it could be to do with something to do with a male or something that maybe
Thank
you
you, Iron.
reckon it's maybe you reckon
Mhm.
you make her think of somebody when you speak or something and it's bringing back memories to the spirit. So, it could be something like that. But it's
Mhm.
interesting that it's melody though, isn't it? Interesting.
Well,
What was
I've always had a weird, like about UK and England because I always liked England, and I seem like I'm in contact with it over there. As from even over here in the States, it's a weird thing, you guys, but I don't know. I seem to get spirits talking from other countries and stuff a lot of times too, in different languages. I had a German voice come through. There was this. It was a little cemetery way out, and there was a German name, and I can't remember the name, but it was in German, and then it was in English. But I had my voice recorder. I took it back home, and the voice answered in German, and it was, I'm German, but I'm German, Irish, Indian, and I can't speak German, and I can't speak, so.
Yeah.
But it was the strangest thing that this German voice talking to me in German, and I'm going, what? I could understand the tone though. The tone was like not mean or mad. It was like a very nice tone to it, but it was just in German, and I never had that happen too many times. Only about 2 or 3 times, but it was very
An
strange.
ancestor.
Yeah, it was cool. It was very strange though when you're not expecting, you're expecting English, and all of a sudden German comes out. You know, what the heck? But
Somebody was
no,
saying
we've
last
been,
night
yeah,
that
since
they were
we've seen you
German.
guys
But it
last
could be
night.
an ancestor because if you've
Yeah,
got German blood in you, then it could be an ancestor maybe just letting you know that they're there, or you know, it's interesting
yeah.
though that they came through in German.
Me and Melody and I, we plan on quite a few investigations. We got 2 or 3 really big ones that we want to do. And I was talking to Mel because I have some collectibles of the Blair Witch collectibles. I bought some movie props from the movie and some photos and
Good.
stuff. Yeah, and it's pretty cool. So I'm going to put a video of that. Then we're talking about, Maryland isn't very far away.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Burkittsville, Maryland, where the Black Hills are, and maybe we might take a trip down there. I don't know.
Sounds good.
If we
Definitely,
disappear,
guys,
you
and if
guys,
you share it
if we
out for
disappear,
you.
you guys, will you guys come find us? Come looking for us if we disappear?
Yes, I will fly exactly from Scotland to come look for you. I promise. If you go missing.
You'll have to put out an SOS, and then we'll have to round people
Yeah.
up in the area
If
to
you
go
read
find
something,
you.
2 people missing from Spirit Seeker CDSP Ghost Chaser, they're missing. They're missing from Burkittsville. Come looking for us, will you?
I'll
Yeah.
come with spirit boxes and find you. I'll get the spirits to help me.
We won't
Now,
do
Maybe we can
interviews for
find
about
you.
a year. We won't talk to anybody for a year. We'll just
If
thank
you,
everybody. We
if you
have
get
passed. We are gone right now.
if you
We are
get that
gone.
German
yeah.
person come again,
Yeah.
like you get that German person to come again, and that just say Guten Morgen. Guten Morgen is good day, or okay,
Yeah.
and then Guten Tagen is goodbye,
Yeah, and good and knock is good night.
and good night is good. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
know
good
them
night.
3 basic words. So yeah,
I'll do that. But no,
Uh,
we're excited about a lot of
Hi,
places. Like,
Christine.
Yep. Hi,
hello,
Christina.
Christine Bell.
Christina,
hello,
sorry,
Christine.
Christina.
Christina Bell.
Yeah, I'm on
Yeah,
my
so
phone, guys, so it's a little screen again. I do apologise. Welcome in,
yeah,
everybody.
we that, like Drew said earlier, the more you go on the investigations, and when you start getting responses and stuff, then it's like you've got the bug and you want to do it and do it and do
Mhm.
it. And yeah, and like I was trying to explain to someone the other day, um, when we do these, it's because we know they exist, obviously,
Mhm.
but we're trying to show other people evidence, what we can show to. we're
Yeah,
not we're not doing it to change their mind, but just to maybe have them have an open mind about it, and
Mhm.
then start seeing. When we got Dean on our team now, I had asked Dean, I said, "Are you a believer or are you a skeptic?" And I think he's kind of like in the middle. I think he's more at like a skeptic because I don't think he's really been shown what is there. But even when he's done the couple of investigations with us, I think what we've caught already, I think he's already like, wow,
yeah,
because
Mm-hmm.
he's
yeah. There's
seeing he's seeing it firsthand. It's not somebody telling him, he's actually there and
Yeah, I think
experiencing
he
it.
sounds like William, that he's heard a lot of, he's heard people talk about a lot of experiences, but he needs to experience it for himself before he can
Right.
really believe.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Because it makes a
It's
difference.
yeah, and
yeah.
it's like there's a lot of people out there who don't. I don't know if they don't believe or they have never had an experience or whatever. But I've had experiences all my life, you guys. All
Mhm.
But just now, the last couple of years, I'm talking about it now, where
Hmm.
I think
Yeah.
some people, have experiences, but they don't talk about it. They let it fester down inside them for years and
They
years and
don't
years.
want to
And
be
they,
ridiculed.
yeah, they
Yes,
don't want
that.
to be doubted or they're
Hmm.
afraid what someone will say, because they've seen something that someone says it doesn't exist or something, But yeah, I think a lot of people do see things. They just keep it down inside, don't let it out, and let people know
Mhm.
what they've seen.
Hmm.
And it does make a difference if your first experience is a creepy experience or if it's a good experience. That all goes towards how you continue on. You know, so a lot of people have maybe had a really bad experience, so they just bury it in the bottom of their soul and don't want to speak about it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like I mean, I think you guys probably been doing a lot longer. I mean, sharing a lot longer. You guys are talking about it and sharing. Somebody, I'm just starting to do that last 2 or 3,
Yeah.
4 years. You know, you guys are good at communicating and sharing it. You know, where I'm just starting to do that. And me and Mel now are just starting to talk about it and
Mhm.
our
The
experiences. And
reason I reached out was because nobody around me was actually going spirit seeking or they weren't going ghost hunting. And every time I mentioned it to people, they were like, oh, don't be silly. So it really got to the stage where I really wanted to start going out and nobody would go with me. So that's why I started seeking people to go out with online. And the minute that you do that, it all just opens up. You
yeah,
find more
yeah,
people and more people that want to talk about their experience,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. I think a lot more people have experiences than what they're saying. You know, that's what I'm saying. Is that there's a lot of people I know my
Oh,
dad
yeah.
was one of those hard edged guys. My father was. He didn't start. He passed away when he was 54 in 1998. But he didn't really start talking to me about some of his experiences that he had as a kid and growing up until a few years before he passed away. But he was telling me these paranormal stories, and I said, you know, when I was young, I didn't believe it. But just before he passed, he was telling some of these other ones, and you know, I never believed it. He was one of these hard, tough guys, you know, and he wouldn't share, and he wouldn't. He was, you know, Mel, you know, your grandfather. He was
Yep,
really
I
a
do.
tough, hard edged guy, where he wouldn't tell a woman anything. He would, you know, or he wouldn't tell anything that happened that scared him. You know, he wouldn't tell that side, let that
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
But I mean, there is a lot of guys like that who don't want to show. They're afraid. You know, it's it's good to be afraid, but it's also good not to be afraid. I mean, you're going there anyway, right? We're all going to pass.
Mhm.
We're all
Yeah.
going to go to the other side. So that's where we're all going to end up ultimately. So, I mean, why be afraid of it, right? You
You
want
have
to
to
talk to
have a
these
tough
guys.
skin.
Welcome, Andrew.
Yeah, you want to talk to these guys and get used to
Hi,
them.
Andre.
So, how you doing, Andre?
Hi, Andrew.
Well, yeah, because a lot of times too, when they first start seeing stuff, it's like they don't want to say it because, first of all, it's they doubt themselves. Did I really see that? Maybe I didn't see it. Maybe it's my imagination. So they doubt themselves at first. So they think if I'm doubting myself, what's the other people gonna do? Now, once it
Yeah.
starts happening more, then that's when they don't want to talk about it because they're afraid they'll get ridiculed, made fun of, called crazy, that stuff. But if you get into the right surrounding the right group of people that also, like us, that we do investigations, yeah,
Oh
then
yeah, you
they'll
guys are
start
so
opening, up.
yeah, you guys are so easy to talk to. I mean, I'm comfortable talking with you guys, and it's been very exciting speaking with all you guys. You know, and I
I
enjoy
just
it.
love to hear everybody's experiences. Everybody's experiences are so different because of where they stay in the world. I just love everybody sharing their story.
Hmm.
Yeah, I wish everybody would share their story, but you know, like I was saying, you know that a lot of these people they don't want to share because they're afraid to let that tenderness or that side out that they're scared. You know, and you know, maybe they've seen things they just don't want to share because, like you guys said, they'll be ridiculed or
Hmm.
doubted, or you know, but
You
it's
do have to
there.
have a tough skin in the paranormal field. You do.
Yeah,
You have
yeah,
to
Yeah.
like a lot of people like sway away from it because of that sort of thing. But what you got to remember is you can't. Not everybody's going to like what you do. Not everybody's going to understand what you do. You kind of just have
Hmm.
to take that over the head because you're there to educate and stuff, you know. And once they start to see that, maybe they'll change views. That's why we do what we do as well, to try and make people feel comfortable as well. Because we get a lot of people that
Hi,
come in our room
Andrew.
that have had experiences and they didn't talk about it until they met all of us.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, like, well, you guys are really good. I'm
Yeah.
like since I've met you guys and stuff, I'm learning how to open up better and stuff like that. But you guys are, just listening to your conversations and stuff, I've learned a lot and learned how to share better. In other
Yeah,
words,
and
I learned how
because
to talk better.
we all look at it. Okay, so people that do investigations, they all have their own gifts, so they see things differently. Where I can see spirits, Sherry can see spirits, Drew can now feel them, and she's getting really good at it. The more you do it, the more you open up, the more you speak to spirits, the more they will also make sure you either see them or feel them or smell them, just the knowing that they're there. So many people have different
Yeah.
gifts to put in, to conversations with other people to make them feel, more comfortable, I guess you could say.
Yeah, do you
And a
guys
lot of
get Mel? Do
And
you
you've
get
got to
excited?
remember as well. We,
Do you guys get excited before you go on
sorry, on
a
you go, Curtis. That's okay.
huh, Drew? What'd you say?
She said, go
That's
ahead,
okay. On you
Curtis.
go. No, it's okay.
Oh no, no,
On
I
you
was just
go.
saying. No, I was just saying. Do you get that excitement before you go on a paranormal investigation,
yeah.
or it's almost like going to a football game? Or that's a
Yeah.
dumb way to explain it, but when
No,
you
it's
go,
not.
Yeah.
is it?
No, that's a good
I
way.
mean, it's like strange, like, and then when you don't go on a paranormal investigation, you're sitting there going, "I need to get out there. I need to talk to someone. I need to get out there and do
Yeah.
something. I got to
Feel as if
contact."
you're not fulfilling your mission. Yeah.
Yeah,
What all
yeah.
I
It's
was
like,
going to say was we need to remember that spirits, well, most of the spirits have walked this earth, and a lot of them don't want to scare you. So you have to tell them, I'm comfortable with you showing yourself. I'm comfortable with you speaking to me. And I don't mind if they touch me. I know a lot of people don't want them to touch them, but I don't mind if the spirits touch me. And I'll say, you're welcome to touch me if you want. So let them know where they stand as well, that you're willing for them to show themselves, for them to communicate. Because me personally, if I died and I was a spirit, I would be a wee bit standing back to say, wait a wee minute, if I step forward and show that these people me, they maybe be scared, they maybe run away. So looking at it from the spirit's point of view as well, let them know that you want to show them to show themselves. You know, that's what
Hmm.
I do. I tell them that I'm comfortable with them touching me, just don't hurt me.
yeah, just
What are you
like you're
going to say,
talking to someone on
Sherry?
the street,
Yeah.
a live person, a living person. They want to
Yeah,
be
give them the
communicated with.
boundaries.
Yeah, they want you to talk to them. They want you to. It's not like they're gone. They're humans, but they're in spirit form. They
Hmm.
still
Yeah.
want to
See,
be talked to.
I have a different twist on that, but first, Sherry, what do you do? Do you let them touch you or not?
Yeah, I do. Obviously I see them and that, but I like with the sound, like yes, I can hear them to an extent, but not great. But the touch takes me to what's happened to them and things, and I can feel how they're feeling and stuff. So I was just saying I agree with Sister Drew there. Like definitely like the touch. Not everybody's comfortable with it, and that's fine, guys. But like you don't have to be scared of it. You could obviously when you're going to ask a spirit to communicate with you and touch you and stuff, you obviously make it obvious to them. Only good energy can touch me. I do not invite the negative energy to come and touch me. Like if you communicate through the box, that's up to you, but you cannot touch me. I do not let you in my circle. Then you're shielded. And another thing a lot of people forget, you've all got spirit guides. You've all got guides that will come to you if you call them, even if you
Yeah,
can't
your
see them.
guys will protect you.
You know what I mean? They will protect you.
Yes, they're there,
So,
but people don't go call them to come to them. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
because
know.
they don't realise some of them are, or they're like, oh no, well I don't see them, so I won't talk to them or anything. But no, you don't need to be able to see them for them to protect you. That's what they're supposed to do. Talk to
Always
them.
with you.
Yeah,
You
Especially
mean
if
if you will
before you
open up?
go on investigation, you ask them to come with you. That's why I
Yeah, and
always
you
ask
will
my
start
guys
to
to
open
come.
up. Sister Drew done it. Sister Drew knows when Billy and everybody's around now completely.
Oh
She
yeah,
knows when they're there.
yeah,
And the
you
more you
tell.
talk to them and invite them to work with you, the more you're open to their energy. You know what I mean? You'll start to know when somebody comes in and who it is. You
Yeah,
do do that, Sister Mystical. Your turn.
See now, so how what I was saying earlier, how we're all different, even though the same, we're different. I'm the complete opposite as Sherry and Drew.
Yeah.
Now, yes, I have 6 spirit guides with me, but in person, in live, I don't let anybody touch me. Even now, if somebody approaches me, I don't touch them. I don't let them touch me. I've always had a bubble around me, and I think because I see just as many bad spirits as I do good spirits. I see just as many creatures that aren't even human, that they're undescribed. I mean, I can't even describe them. So I've always, even in real life, I don't let people touch me at all.
Yeah.
Now, if it's my husband or my kids, that's totally,
It's
different, or my
Uh-huh.
sisters. But other people, even like friends and stuff, I don't let them touch me. It's like I have a bubble and you stay out of my bubble. So even when I'm
Yeah.
doing investigations, I always tell them, you can show me what you look like. You can approach me, you can talk to me, but you cannot touch me. Because I have this thing about the touching thing. And I've always
Yeah.
been like that. And I mean,
Yeah.
they can show
Well,
themselves all day long and communicate with me all day long as they don't touch me.
Yeah.
I'm good. Not that I'm scared of them. I'm not. It's just that I also kind of feel like since I see so many bad ones around me, I'm using the word bad because I don't want to say evil, demon. Those words are used too much. But just
Yeah.
with not good intentions, I don't want any of them sneaking in if I tell somebody else to touch me. But like Drew, Sherry, they're comfortable with it. That's great. But that's what makes us all different. And for anybody else listening, it's okay if you're comfortable with them touching you. If you're comfortable with them not touching you, you do you how you feel, how you want it to be. Because it's all
Yeah.
about what your body is telling you, to do.
Yeah.
I don't even
Exactly.
let.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I meet somebody on the street and they're like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "Fine,
Hug,
fine, go
hug.
ahead." Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, don't say. I don't let people even touch
Is
me.
she
I was
frozen?
I was at work one day and one of
No.
my friends, a really good friend, she was having a bad day and she was
Like,
crying and then the thing and she was like, "I need a hug," and I'm like, "Don't touch me." I
yeah,
didn't have this. Yeah. Yeah, and
Well,
she was right there, and I'm like, you can sit next to me, you can talk to me, you can tell me everything, just don't touch me. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. It's just
But
like
I've
walking down
always,
the street, right? It's
but
like walking down the
she
street.
knows, she knows, and another friend of mine, I've known her for years, and I hadn't seen her for a long time. The first thing she did was run up and grab me and hug me.
Whoa,
I
hold
didn't
it
think
right there.
nothing. I didn't think nothing about it. After she got home, she sent me a text, on my phone. She sent me one and said, "I am so sorry. I thought about it
I'm
afterwards,
just
and it's been bugging me because she knows, and it bothered her that much." And I said, "It's okay. You already did it. There's nothing I can do about it."
Well, it's
But
like
she,
walking that down the street and you see a complete stranger comes up to you. You don't know them. You don't know what their essence that they
Yeah.
have. It's just like clothing or a
Yeah.
smell, something that you touched. Everything has an essence to it. You can like touch something. An essence is going to go on there, whether it's
hey, Phoenix.
human or spiritual or whatever.
Yeah.
There's a
That's
certain essence will rub off on you. Rub off from
But
whoever they are. And
yeah,
whatever
and
their
everything's
life.
got its own energy. Yeah, you're right. Everything's got its own energy. You have to be
It has,
careful.
yeah. It has.
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
it's
you could.
it's
There's
just whatever you're comfortable with, you
But me
know.
and
yeah.
Sister Drew go out with like loads and loads of stuff around us, so we're not really phased by them touching. And like we said, we will say we do not invite the negative energy, and we do make sure we've got things like crystals and herbs and everything else with us. You know what I mean? And we do call our spirit guides. Our spirit
Yeah.
guides will step in if they don't feel comfortable with something coming near us. They'll move it out the way. We do
Hi,
not push
Yeah.
it.
Phoenix.
Hello,
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Him
Thank
was the
you
first one to
for
growl.
watching.
The
Yeah,
last
I know.
time when I got attacked by the witch, if you go back the footage on the necrophonic, you can tell something is about to attack us because Liam goes all funny. Liam starts feeling really weird and has to sit down. And then on the spirit talker, you hear Timbers here. And I think it was Maggie that says Timbers here. And then instantly things changed. So the minute that Liam started feeling sick, and then wee Maggie on the spirit talker said, the necrophonic, sorry, that Timber was here. And that's when I started to feel a bit woozy. And I felt as if something kind of pushed me. And Michelle says on the live, watch you don't get pushed over that little bridge. And it wasn't until recently I thought about it. Did she try and push me over that bridge? So it's going back all your old footage as well. Definitely do it. And realise that where your mistakes were. Because I think if I hadn't went too far and asked for permission, and I need to remember that when I do go to locations, to ask permission. Is it okay to actually talk to you? Because I was still learning away back then, you know. But go back your old footage and learn from your mistakes. Because I can tell now that I was going to get attacked.
Yeah, this is a good conversation, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I got to get rid of this bathroom stall look. Sherry opened that up to me today. We were talking about that, but
She
it just
keeps
does
blaming
look pretty
Sherry.
bad.
Okay, Curtis. Yeah, I'm gonna take up for Sherry. It wasn't Sherry. It was me.
Oh, it
that
was you?
said it.
Remember what I told you about it? Don't let
Sherry,
this-
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sherry. I'm very
And
sorry.
Sherry was like, it wasn't me. It was Sis.
It looks like it was looking for something to blame
Wow.
Sherry for.
For everybody
Twice.
that's listening,
Twice.
and we were in the backstage. I told Curtis, and everybody can agree or disagree. Look, so Iron's already saying bathroom stall. I asked
Yeah,
Curtis if he was
bathroom
in the
stall.
bathroom sitting on the toilet because
It
to
looks
me,
like
it
he's
looks like
sitting
he's in the bathroom. He said, "No, I'm not in the bathroom."
But it
And
does
then,
look like it, and I can't stand that look either. You know what I mean? I'm
And
going.
then-
It looks like a little hallway.
yeah, well,
Every
and then he
room's
blamed
taken.
it on
So,
Sherry.
you know, I wanted to get a different room, and every room's taken.
I'm
I had to
okay.
have the bathroom stall room. Oh, you
At
could be
least
off
you
the
put
top.
somewhere to
Say
sit
the
up.
night we was on, mate. I was in the bathroom, so that probably not.
Yeah, but you guys, like,
So I
actually,
said
you
that to him
know,
the last time I was on. I was like, "Are you in the bathroom, Curtis?" And he's like, "No."
I know, Sherry, you troublemaker.
I don't.
At least you're inside, okay?
Oh, I
You
love you,
could be
Sherry.
outside.
I love you.
So,
Yeah, you could be outside.
Curtis, what does your initials stand for so people will know?
I initialed CDSB Ghost Chaser because the C stands for Curtis, and the D is my middle initial for Delanson. It's Irish. And S for Schweiger, and then Paranormal. But I couldn't put that on a card, you know what I mean? So I figured I'd just
Yeah.
CDSB Ghost Chaser because
So,
it was.
I hope everybody's going to remember that because as soon as we get off the live, I'm going to forget what he said because there's no way I can remember his
CDSB
name.
Ghost Chaser, Mystical. I'm going to forget your name, Mystical. Mystical Love and Light.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I have it sprawled out right here all over my live here, but you have initials, so I'll end up forgetting the.
Yeah, there's
Especially that
catch
D.
you out.
Yeah, I'll never remember that D. At least he's got his first name
I
and last
won't.
name. But
No.
I won't.
I promise the next time we do something live, I will not have the stall look. You know, I definitely this gotta go. You know, I feel
It's
so
going for a big
embarrassed
setup.
about it. And really, if somebody is watching this, I'm watching myself, and it looks like I'm on a toilet.
It does.
Oh my
It
God,
does,
it's so
and as you
gross.
can see,
Oh, bathroom stall.
Bathroom
Iron
You can
stall.
Fire
actually
Horse was
add
bathroom stall.
background.
I'm sorry, Iron Fire Horse, man. It's not a bathroom
See?
stall.
See, it wasn't just us, but no, it wasn't Sherry blaming you in the backstage. It was me saying
Oh,
it.
well, the cheeks are sore again.
Can you guys find a background for me or something? You
No,
put a
you're on
background
your
up
own.
there for
You're
me.
on your own because I'm never going to beat
Background's
that
on it.
background.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Put a background,
Yeah.
Mystical.
You can put
Something behind
backgrounds
you.
on it.
You're on your
You
own.
know?
Nothing you do is going to change that.
You
It's
have
going
to
be
do
there
it, Curtis. It
forever.
has to be you.
Oh, just forgive me. You guys like my
You're
company.
going to be known as the toilet man forevermore.
Toilet. Oh, boy.
That's that.
I'm having a good toilet
The,
conversation.
the book guy. There you go. The book guy.
So we went from paranormal to toilet. Let's get back to
I know, it's
paranormal.
so crazy.
Yeah.
But we're having a good conversation about ghosts and touching and essence and stuff, you know. But yeah,
Yeah.
we're having about essence. I was talking. Remember, we were talking about essence, and you were talking about people touching you. But it's just the same as with ghosts. I would imagine that if a ghost touch you, they have their own essence. I would imagine whether they're evil or good or bad or you know what I'm saying. So they all have a certain
Yeah.
essence, whether they're good or they're bad or they're right.
Yeah, this is a message for
The
you,
little boy that
Curtis.
saw it, the
Yes,
little boy
I'll
spirit
check
that touched
and
me at the sorry, the little boy spirit that touched me over at Lanark, the very first experience I ever had, it felt like velvet. And I think because he did touch me and I felt the sensation, I think that's why I don't mind them touching me. So I think that sensation of the velvet, because it was a good experience, I just don't, I'm just not scared. But I think if I have a bad experience where I maybe feel zapped or something, who knows, then maybe
excuse
I
me,
won't
guys.
ask the please keep you asked.
Yeah, a
Hey,
weird
sorry for
experience.
interrupting.
Yeah, a weird experience I had, you guys, when I was younger. My uncle Eddie, he's passed away now, right? But I had a cousin. She died when she was 16, Angeline Cindy, and she fell down a flight of stairs and broke her neck and passed away. Well, she was 16. I was probably about 9, 10, or something like that at that time. And I never forget this. We went to her funeral, and my uncle made me kiss her on the cheek, which I didn't want to do that. And he made me. I never forgot that. It's kind of scared me, but I mean, we are always close too. She was only 16. I think I was about 11 or 12 at that time. But he made me kiss her on the cheek, and I just, I don't
Bye,
know. I
brother
didn't want.
Louie.
I mean,
Bye,
I didn't want.
brother.
Is
Bye,
that
brother.
bad to not want to kiss her on the cheek? I mean, I don't know. I know that's a strange
No,
conversation, changing the
It's
no,
subject.
it's not
No,
bad.
you
It's
don't
whatever
do
you
that.
not bad.
felt.
It's
It's
Yeah, you
scary.
whatever
don't do
you
that.
felt.
It is
Yeah,
scary to face
I did.
something like that.
Yeah,
I
and he
found
made
that
me.
out this year. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I gave him a kiss, but they feel so cold
yeah,
and
I
stuff,
know.
And even though
Yeah,
it
But
is them,
even for a
it don't
kid,
look like them, and you think,
yeah,
like it can be hard. It can.
yeah. It's
Because if you
it's like
initiate it to do it, that's one thing. But if you're told to do something and you're not
Yeah,
comfortable, then you have a whole different perspective on it afterwards too.
oh
yeah,
yeah, he was pushing my
yes.
shoulder. Well, my uncle, I could tell you some stories about my uncle. He was a good guy, but he also scared the heck out of me a lot of time. I can tell you guys. Now, did I ever tell you the story about the Halloween story about my uncle? You know,
No.
well, I went over for Halloween one
No.
time, right? Over there to the grandpa's house there, grandma and grandpa's house. And then it was getting ready for Halloween, you guys, and there's a cellar or attic door that would come down, right? Well, he had everything up in there. He had like skeletons and speakers, and next thing I know, I was going up in there. I was open the door. I was going up there. We're looking at something. Next thing I look at him, he's creeping down the attic ladder and closed me up in there.
Oh
Next thing,
no.
Uh,
yeah.
Oh,
Next thing I know,
wow.
there's like there's laughing. There's witches going. Rocking chairs creaking, the skeletons.
oh hell!
Oh my god, scared the heck out.
Hey, Jeremy.
I was going, hey, let me out, let me out. No, Curtis, you're not getting out right now. He said. I said, yes, I want to get out of here. Finally, you let me out, but I was pure white. My grandmother said when I get out of there, but I never
Wow.
forgot it. But
Well,
he was
because
a
it
good guy.
traumatized you.
Yeah, he used to pull a lot of pranks like that. But he was a pretty nice guy. I loved him. But yeah,
Yeah, just too
it was a
far.
weird Halloween.
Yeah, too far.
I've had
So,
some weird times
Um,
ago.
so,
Believe
so
me.
spirit seekers. Curtis is telling about what happened to him when he was little. Did your daddy do anything to you like that when you were little? Tell all.
no, he didn't.
Yeah,
No.
tell us.
Good question, Mr. Cole.
Now's your chance.
Let's
We're
see
on
what she's gonna
live.
say. You can say, Mel, what I do? Was I bad guy? Was I bad dad?
No. No.
Jump out from every sofa.
I think I drank a little bit too much ale. A little bit. I think I did when you were younger.
And I still have this from my tinctures that
Oh,
I
pass
made
that on.
in the
Put that in the mail,
days.
will you, Mystical? Please.
I don't even drink, but I use that for the tinctures. It's still sitting here from
Oh,
when I
Yeah,
made them.
vodka.
well, I'd probably slug that baby right down.
I don't even know
Oh,
what
while
it.
I'm asking then, while I'm here, is it true that the cheaper the vodka, the better for your tinctures?
Okay, it's just if it's 80 proof or higher, it's fine. Because
Right.
what it is, okay, like this one is 100 proof. Now you have to remember, like when you're doing the tinctures and all of that, the reason it has to be a higher proof is because some herbs they will get the distraction, the stuff that they get out of them when you use like vodka, it will pull some out. Some herbs
Right.
require water to pull
Right.
out. But on the vodka, if you think about it, 100 proof is actually 50 alcohol and 50 water. If you think about it.
Right.
So you're using the both to pull it out. So as long as it's 80 proof or higher, it's good. So it doesn't
Right.
matter if
Okay.
it's 80 or 100, 120, it's still, it's still good. Now on those two, the reason I used the 120 first is because the bottle I had from the last tincture I did, they had it on sale, was 120 proof, so I bought it. So when I made those two
Right.
jars, I knew I wasn't going to have enough for all of it, but I put just what I had, I separated it between the two. And then when Lee went and got me this bottle, then I topped it off, which was only halfway, but then I topped it off with this one here to make them,
Right.
to make them even. So
Becca.
as long as
Yeah.
it's 80 proof or higher, then it's fine.
It'll be fine. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what I was going to say, Mel, what was you going to say? Was you
What's
actually?
that?
Don't be so serious, Mel. Holy,
Oh,
lighten up.
She's afraid.
Lighten up.
I'm
She's
just
afraid.
listening.
I
She's
I'm
know.
afraid
listening,
if
taking
she's.
it all in.
She's
You,
afraid
I
if
look like you're
she.
going. Holy, you're very serious.
She's afraid if she says
She's
something about
mesmerized.
you when she gets off the live, you're gonna go get her for it. If he goes after you, Mel, you tell us, and we'll have him back on, and then you can tell what he did, okay?
I will.
Oh. What you know what, Mystical? On your website, I'm looking at the thing here, and you got like a little mystical oil with lavender. It looks like it, and then vinegar, and it looks like a tea, and a gem or something here, and you got a little space right here for a toilet.
Yeah.
I got, I got to
Well,
get off that stupid
Chris,
toilet thing. You know what?
Chris made this for me, but I didn't tell him include a toilet. But you know what? There is a bowl. There's a
No.
mortar and pestle there. You can use it.
Oh yeah,
See?
there you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Or the
There you
jar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Just
That'll work.
remove the mortal part, or is it the
Yeah,
pestle part? So
yeah.
that way you just have the bowl.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna throw a blanket up or something behind me before I let this go again like this because I just
You can get
every
things
time I
online,
can't stick it. Oh,
Curtis.
it's
You
awful.
can get like board things or something. You can get board things and stuff that you can stick on the wall or stand behind you, like so you just look like you've got a different background. You can get them online. They're not
I know,
expensive.
Sherry, what you're saying, woman. I got you, girl. I know I don't like the look either. It's driving me crazy
No,
here.
I'm just saying because obviously you keep mentioning about
That's
the toilet,
fine.
so it must be bugging you as well now because you keep
It
bringing
is
up the
bugging
goddamn
me.
toilet.
It's
So
a
get a
complex.
background.
It's
That's
on
why I
his,
asked.
yeah,
That's
it's
why
on
I
his
asked
conscience
Mystical
now.
if she's got any kind of background you could put behind me. Anything, just superimpose me into a background there. You know,
You're
Okay,
just
so
fine. You would have to do it yourself. You've got
I
the
know how to
ability
do
on your
that.
yeah.
screen.
Curtis, we're gonna have to get you to answer Phoenix's question because she's asked you 3 times already, but we get sidetracked so fast. It says, Curtis, says Curtis, she wants to know, sis, can you please ask Curtis if Curtis received the emails of the pictures because I need to delete them to make room for others.
For others.
Phoenix, Tina, when did you send them to me? Because I didn't check today later, so maybe are they still in my emails? Probably
Well, you
today.
have to check your emails to see if they're there. She couldn't tell you that.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have to check
Oh,
your
that's
own
right.
emails.
No. I'll check them today. I know. Ain't that stupid? That's crazy.
When
Oh,
did
Yeah,
you
oh
send it?
Tina,
I
feed
think
us now.
Phoenix, check my emails to see if they're still there. If
I have
she
to,
can
when I
do
get
that,
off the show,
come all the
Tina, I
way
will
to
check my
Canada.
emails to see if they're there. No, I'm sorry.
if she can
I
do that, then
apologize.
she's like, a whole lot better than the rest of us. Well, thank you for the compliment.
Thank you, Andre.
Thank you, Andre.
Yeah,
Put the love
Yes, you
heart
are.
thing
Thank
up
you,
as well.
Andre.
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
So this Sunday we're gonna go to now. Dean, our new team member's never been to Sensabaugh Tunnel. We've been there twice. It's like the most scariest tunnel in
Oh, good.
Tennessee. And since we've captured stuff both times, Dean wanted to know if we could go again. So we told him this coming Sunday that we will do it again. So that's where we're going to be Sunday.
Oh,
Where's
Doing
that
this
mystical?
in Tennessee,
you'll
in East
definitely get
Tennessee.
SLS action there.
Sensabaugh Tunnel. Yeah, if you haven't watched the other two videos of them, we did a part one, and then we went back a different time and did a second one, and now we'll be going back again. So I guess we'll put it part 3. But we've
Uh,
caught stuff each time that we've gone there.
oh, definitely. I'll be checking it out. I'll be checking them out.
And to
Okay.
Andrew, yes, very, very excited about Halloween. We're witches. Of course, we're excited about Halloween.
Oh, yeah, bunch of
Witchy
witches.
couple season.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Speak for yourself, Sherry. I'm a
Can't
spiritual
wait.
being.
I'm a warlock, whether you guys know
You're a
that.
bloody witch.
You are a witch, but she's a spiritual being, okay?
I'm a very powerful warlock.
You
Believe
work with
me.
herbs, you work with oils, you see ghosts. You're a witch.
Yeah, you see ghosts. I see lots of ghosts.
And you cackle.
Uh,
And then PWI. Sherry just answered him here. Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So
Sorry, guys, I
we'll
can't
start.
see the comments.
We're gonna start with Drew because I know it's getting late because it's 11 o'clock where they're at. Drew, what do you have coming up next? And then we'll go to Sherry and then Curtis and then Spiritual Seekers. What do you have coming up next?
I have got memberships on my channel, guys. So on my memberships, I am doing Vlogtober. I know not everybody has got the funds to get memberships, but I'm trying my best to put out a daily vlog on there. But because I don't want to make my normal subscribers feel left out, I'm going to start going live every second night. So I will be live tomorrow night at some point. So just keep checking out my channel, guys. I've got loads of different things coming up. I've got a lot of vlogging coming up with the witchy stuff, a lot of wee small ghost hunting things I'm going to do as well. I'm going to get back to Lover's Lane. That's where I was talking about earlier, where I got attacked, and I'm going to go back there. I've been meaning to go back from I took the witch up an offering and I made my peace with her, I do believe. So I've been meaning to go back up there, but the last couple of weeks I've been really wanting to go. So keep an eye out for that, guys. I think I'm going to go over the next couple of days. But I've not got nothing set in stone except for my Friday night on Ghost Squad Scotland. So all I advise you is just to keep that notification bell on and keep an eye out.
Cool.
Yeah. Same really. Like keep the notification bell. Obviously, I didn't have a meditation video this week. Having my own time, but that's going to be back this week. I do want to get down to my church that I normally go to. I haven't been there for a while, and I want to get back to doing a few bits here and stuff like investigation wise. So just like keep your eyes open. Obviously, some like educational bits as well. I am going to be back round. So, like Sister Drew, just keep your bells on because things can happen and things, you can get busy, but we'll be around. You'll see us. Obviously, Pups normally on a Monday. You'll definitely see me on a Monday because of Pups. And Mystical and Sister Drew today. So, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Curtis, what do you got
and I
coming
forgot
up?
with Uncle Danny I'm on a Friday. In fact, I think I'm on with Uncle Danny on a Thursday now. So keep an eye on that, guys. I think it's a Thursday, so...
I'll be keeping
Sorry.
an eye.
Yeah, everybody keep an eye because we can't even keep up with ourselves.
Yeah, no.
I know you guys see 1,500 videos every couple of days. Holy moly. Well, anyway, I was going to say that me and Mel probably will be doing some investigations. We were looking at this one place. It's an inn called the Park View Inn in
Mhm.
New York, and there was supposedly a young girl perished in a fire there, and when they did the renovation. So hopefully we'll go there. I hope, and I hope to get a background for here, so that it looks much better.
Sister, look, she's big screen. Look,
What?
there she
I
is.
He's
know.
gone
I
on
missed
to Amazon
something.
as soon as we leave.
Ain't
Hold
she
up, I
beautiful,
don't-
guys? Look, ain't she beautiful?
Mystical, unless you're gonna put a little toilet
I
for me
don't
right on
know
the bottom
what
of your
I-
screen.
There
Anyway.
it's back. I was typing and I hit something. I do that quite often.
Okay. Yep.
You would think I had big fat fingers, but I don't. I was typing. That's what I was. Oh
It's
wait.
easily
Look at those
done.
beautiful nails that
That's
you
what
have.
I was trying to
Easily done
do.
again. Easily did it again. Thank you,
What?
Iron,
All
Yeah,
right.
thanks,
for sharing that.
Iron.
Thank you.
Okay. So Mellie, Spirit Seekers. What?
Uh-huh. I'm not sure. I'm still looking, but like my dad said, we're going to be pairing up and doing the Parkview Inn. And I do know later on down the road, I do want to do Belhurst Castle.
Ooh,
Cool.
good.
When are you going to do
Sounds
it? Do you have any
good.
plans?
Not as of yet.
Okay. So okay, cool.
How about Burkittsville, Maryland?
Sure, let's go. Let's go.
You know, let's pack the thing, and go to Burkittsville, but like we were telling these guys earlier, if we disappear,
We'll find you.
We're not going to
Yeah.
disappear.
missing two people missing. Yes, ghost shit. Spirit seekers.
Just look in this
people
bathroom. You'll
missing.
find him.
I'm gonna make missing posters. I'm gonna make missing
Find
posters.
the nearest toilet.
Start putting them out
Or look in the toilet because he goes on about it enough.
in the
Just look,
toilet.
you know,
Yes, look in the commode. No, this commode bathroom stupid look. It's ruining the whole everything here. You guys look good, but I look like I'm taking a shit.
on Amazon and eBay.
Sorry.
You can buy
Just-
boards on Amazon and eBay
Yeah.
like that you can put behind you so you don't
Yeah.
see the toilet look.
It's gotta go. I know. It's
Yeah.
gotta go. Ew.
Curtis,
Wow.
just look at our backgrounds, visualize it, take a mental picture, and now you know what you need to do.
I know.
There, my altar's there. My altar's a better picture. I've got the big light on so you can't really see it. It's good.
But she's got the beautiful window, and when
Yeah,
sister,
she's
when
got
the
the window in the back.
moon's out there, we'll be able to see her. You know what I mean? So she's got a
Yeah.
beautiful view there.
You got the window in the back there.
Last week, the moon was right
Yeah, it was
outside
stunning.
the window.
You
I
sit- she
actually
was
sat
sitting there
there.
like, oh my god, look! I could just actually sit here and talk to him.
I was sitting there last week and I was like,
I
I
heard
was
you, Sherry.
walking between my Hecate candle and the goddess. I sat there for about 2 hours.
It's
I don't
nearly
know.
20 past 11 here in England and in Scotland.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I gotta go
Yeah.
have a cigarette, you guys.
The,
I
re-
love
the
you guys.
rest of us is on Eastern time, right? Sorry,
Yeah.
Curtis.
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
England and
I've
Scotland.
been up for about 6. I'm quite tired tonight, actually. It's been one of those
So-
days. It's been a long day.
I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning.
Oh my God, you.
This
Oh,
morning.
Wow.
Literally up. I was
That's
sitting
a
with
long
my,
time.
my witchy godmum because she's like proper into it. She's around like mystical. So,
Thank you, Iron.
So yeah, it was.
yeah.
Woke up really early because I just wanted to get so much, like, have time with her. It was just,
Yeah.
Yeah.
really
Okay,
early.
so we're gonna let everybody go. Remember to subscribe to all the channels. All the channels are in the description box. All you gotta do is just look on it. They're all there. If you forget what they are, hit like if you haven't already. And when you watch the replay, make sure you hit like and give us all the
Oh,
views.
you know what
It
I just-
helps our algorithm. Curtis, do you want to show your book one more time?
Yeah. You know what I was gonna say? I was gonna get up, but I was afraid I'd have toilet paper there. As I,
Just don't use
What's your book called
I'm so
again?
sorry, Sherry. I didn't.
Just don't use the sheets from your book, okay? You worked hard on it.
Yeah.
Should I get up, guys? Can I
You
get
know, go
up?
check his book out.
Yeah, check the book out, guys. What is it called again, Curtis?
It's
What's
just
your
Angels,
book called?
Demons, and Strange Experiences, Part 1 and Part 2. It goes all the way back to the beginning, how it started, the investigations and all that stuff, and how now it's where I've been and where I'm going and now with Spirit Seekers, doing things with Mel. But I gotta get off this toilet. I gotta go have a cigarette, and enough with the toilet stuff. But we had fun with it, didn't we? Next
You're
time
the
we
one
have
that
a
brought
live
it up
thing.
again. You brought it
I
up.
know. Next time I'm on
Hopefully
here
it's going to
live,
be
I
snapped
won't
out,
let
or we're going to have to put you in a jar, Curtis. Seriously.
I love you guys, though. I had so much fun.
I don't know if
You're
you'll fit in
blocking
this one.
spell,
This
so
is
you
a small one.
forget.
Well, we're gonna let
I had so much
everybody go. And I did have an outro to put on that Ghost Squad
Chris.
Scotland that Chris made for me, but I can't get it to work, so we don't have
All
one.
right.
So,
Mystical.
but we're gonna let everybody go, and you two stay hanging loose with the rest of us so that we can say bye in backstage. Thank you everybody for coming in.
Love all
We
you. Love you,
appreciate
Mel.
Bye, guys.
everybody.
Love you too. Thank you for having me.
Love you guys. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.